Stop telling everyone your plans. This one habit transforms success. The hidden cost of talking too much about your goals. Everyone loves to talk about their plans. A new business idea, a fitness goal, a dream job, a new version of themselves. Talking feels good. It feels powerful. It feels like progress. But most of the time, it is not progress at all. It is a trap. When you tell everyone your plans, something dangerous happens inside your mind. Your brain gets the reward too early. You feel successful before you do the work, and once that happens, your motivation slowly dies. This is why so many people start strong and quit quietly. They talk, they get praise, they feel important, then they stop. Real success does not start with talking. It starts with silence. Silence is not weakness. Silence is strength waiting to grow. Let us explore why staying quiet is one of the most powerful habits you can build, and why this single habit can completely transform your success. Why talking feels like progress but is not. When you share your plans, people react. They smile, they nod, they say, "That's amazing." Your brain hears approval. Your brain releases dopamine. Dopamine is the chemical of reward. Your brain thinks you already achieved something, but nothing has been built yet. Nothing has changed yet. You only talked. This is why motivation drops after sharing goals. You already felt the reward without doing the work. The fire inside you becomes smaller. You feel less hungry. This is not discipline. This is self-sabotage. The more you talk, the less you act. Quiet people do not waste energy on words. They save energy for action. The world is full of noise. We live in a loud world. Everyone is sharing. Everyone is posting. Everyone is announcing their next move. Social media rewards noise, but life rewards results. The world does not pay attention to what you plan to do. It pays attention to what you actually do. Silence gives you space. Space to focus, space to think, space to improve. Noise steals that space. When you tell people your plans, you invite opinions, you invite doubt, you invite judgment. Even good people can harm your focus, not because they're bad, but because they see life through their own fears. They project their limits on your dreams. Silence protects your vision. Your plans are fragile. A plan is like a seed. If you dig it up every day, it will never grow. Your plans need darkness. They need patience. They need time. When you talk too early, you expose the seed to the storm. Doubt, laughter, comparison, even small comments can damage your belief. You do not need everyone to understand your path. You only need to walk it. Strong people protect their plans, not because they're secretive, but because they are serious. Silence builds inner strength. When you stop talking, something powerful happens. You begin to rely on yourself. No applause, no validation, no approval, only action. This builds real confidence. Confidence that comes from effort. Confidence that comes from discipline. Confidence that cannot be taken away. Loud confidence is fragile. Quiet confidence is unbreakable. Quiet people do not seek attention. They seek mastery. They do not announce progress. They become progress. Why most people never finish what they start? Most people fail for one simple reason. They confuse intention with action. Talking creates the illusion of movement. But illusion does not change your life. Action does. Success is boring. Success is repetitive. Success is quiet. It happens when nobody is watching. The gym at 5 a.m. is quiet. The late-night work is quiet. The lonely practice is quiet. This is where winners are made. Not in conversations, not in comments, not in likes, but in silence. The psychological power of keeping plans private. When you keep your plans to yourself, you create pressure, healthy pressure. pressure to act, pressure to prove it to yourself. You remove the easy reward of praise. Now the only reward comes from results. This changes everything. You stop chasing attention, you start chasing growth. You stop explaining, you start executing. Silence sharpens your focus. Focus creates momentum. Momentum creates success. Quiet people move faster. When you do not talk, you move faster. No debates, no explanations, no distractions. You wake up, you work, you improve. Again and again and again. This is not boring. This is freedom. Freedom from opinions. Freedom from doubt. Freedom from pressure to perform for others. You perform for yourself. The difference between confidence and noise. Many people think confidence is loud. It is not. True confidence is calm. True confidence is patient. True confidence does not rush to speak. It lets actions speak. Noise is insecurity in disguise. Silence is belief in progress. When you stop telling everyone your plans, you stop leaking energy. You stop wasting focus. You become dangerous, because nobody knows what you are building until it is finished. A simple rule for a powerful life. Here is a simple rule. Talk less, do more. Not because you are afraid, but because you are committed. Not because you are hiding, but because you are growing. Let your results surprise people, not your words. Reflection for you. Ask yourself this. How much time do you spend talking about your goals? And how much time do you spend working on them? If you want a different life, you need different habits. Silence is one of them, and it is one of the most powerful habits you will ever build.
Part 2. Silence builds discipline, consistency, and quiet power. Motivation is loud. Discipline is quiet. Motivation talks. Discipline works. Most people wait to feel ready. They wait to feel inspired. Quiet winners do not wait. They act even when they feel nothing. This is the power of silence. Motivation is unstable. Motivation comes and goes. Some days you feel strong. Some days you feel tired. If your success depends on motivation, your life will stay unstable. Motivation is like weather. It changes without warning. Discipline is like gravity. It is always there. Silence helps discipline grow. When nobody is watching, you learn to show up anyway. This is real strength. Quiet action creates consistency. Consistency is not exciting. It is repetition. It is routine. It is showing up again. Silence removes pressure. No audience, no expectations, just you and the work. This makes consistency easier. You are not trying to impress, you are trying to improve. Day by day, small steps, quiet steps. The power of doing boring things. Success is built on boring actions. Reading when others scroll, training when others rest, practicing when others talk. Boring actions done daily create extraordinary results. Silence helps you accept boredom. You stop chasing excitement. You start respecting process. This is where most people quit, because boredom feels uncomfortable. But discomfort is the doorway to growth. When nobody knows your plans, you are free to fail, free to adjust, free to change direction, free to learn. Public plans create fear. Fear of embarrassment, fear of judgment. Silence removes this fear. You can make mistakes without shame. Mistakes are teachers. Quiet people learn faster because they are not afraid to look stupid. Discipline is built in the dark. Discipline is not built on big days. It is built on normal days. Days with no energy, days with no progress, days with no reward. Silence helps you survive these days. You do not need praise. You do not need recognition. You only need commitment. And commitment grows in silence. The habit that changes everything. Here is the habit. Do the work. Say nothing. Repeat. This habit transforms your identity. You stop seeing yourself as a talker. You start seeing yourself as a builder. Builders are patient. Builders are focused. Builders are quiet. Quiet people become mentally strong. Mental strength is the ability to continue without attention, without encouragement, without validation. Silence trains this muscle. You learn to trust yourself. You stop needing others to believe in you. This makes you unstoppable, because no one can take away what you do not depend on. Why loud effort often fails. Loud effort creates pressure. Pressure creates stress. Stress drains energy. Quiet effort creates calm. Calm creates clarity. Clarity creates better decisions. This is why quiet people often win in the long term. They do not rush. They do not panic. They move steadily forward. The compound effect of silent work. Small actions seem useless at first, but they add up. 1 page a day becomes a book. 1 workout a day becomes strength. 1 hour a day becomes mastery. Silence protects the compound effect. No distraction, no comparison, just progress. Stop explaining yourself. You do not owe anyone an explanation. You do not need permission to grow. The more you explain, the weaker your position becomes. Let your results explain everything. Results are clear. Words are not. Silence sharpens focus. Focus is rare. Noise kills focus. Talking creates noise. Silence removes it. When your mind is quiet, your work becomes sharp. You see mistakes faster. You learn faster. You improve faster. The quiet routine of winners. Winners follow simple routines. Wake up, work, train, learn, rest. No drama, no announcement, just execution. This is not boring. This is mastery. Reflection for you. Ask yourself this. Do you want attention or do you want results? You cannot have both. Attention comes from talking. Results come from silence. Choose wisely. Part 3. Let results speak and become quietly unstoppable. There is a moment in every journey, a quiet moment. Nothing is finished yet. Nobody knows what you are building. This moment decides everything. Most people break here. They want to be seen. They want to be praised. They want proof that they matter. Strong people choose differently. They stay quiet, and they keep going. The most powerful sound is silence. Silence confuses people. They expect noise. They expect announcements. But you give them nothing. This gives you an advantage. While others talk, you prepare. While others explain, you improve. Silence hides your progress until it is too strong to ignore. When results arrive, they arrive loudly. Results end all doubt. Words invite debate. Results do not. Nobody argues with outcomes. When you succeed, nobody asks how loud you were. They ask how you did it. This is why silence is dangerous. It removes the chance for doubt to grow. When is the right time to speak? There is a time to be silent, and there is a time to speak. Speak after the work is done.
Speak when you have lessons to share. Speak when your story can help others. Not before, never before. Talking before action weakens commitment. Talking after results builds respect. Quiet success feels different. Quiet success feels calm. No rush, no fear, no need to prove. You walk differently. You think differently. You know what you are capable of, and you do not need applause. This is true confidence. You become your own source of validation. When you stop telling everyone your plans, something important happens. You stop looking outside for approval. You start listening inside. Did I show up today? Did I improve today? Did I keep my promise to myself? This builds self-trust. Self-trust is the foundation of success. Without it, nothing lasts. The quiet mind is a powerful mind. A quiet mind sees clearly. It is not distracted by noise. It is not shaken by opinions. This clarity helps you make better choices. You choose long-term wins over short-term comfort. You choose discipline over excitement. You choose growth over attention. Most people never discover this power because silence is uncomfortable. It feels empty at first. No feedback, no encouragement, only effort. Most people run back to noise, but those who stay discover something rare, inner peace, and with it, unstoppable strength. Your life becomes simple. Simple does not mean easy. Simple means clear. Clear goals, clear habits, clear priorities. Silence removes unnecessary complexity. No drama, no comparison, just progress. Let others talk. Let them announce. Let them explain. Let them promise. You will be busy building. When the time comes, your work will speak for you, and it will speak louder than any words. You do not need to rush. There is no deadline for becoming strong. There is no race for mastery. Slow progress is still progress. Quiet progress is still progress. Trust the process. One day, people will notice. They will ask, "When did this happen? How did you change?" You will smile because you know the truth. It happened in silence. A final reminder. Stop telling everyone your plans, not because they are wrong, but because they are precious. Protect them. Work in silence. Grow in silence. Let success make the noise. Final reflection. Ask yourself one last question. Who do I want to become? The person who talks or the person who becomes? Choose silence and let your life change.
If this video inspired you or helped you learn something new, please take a moment to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the Motivation to Study English for 30 minutes every day. Your support is the energy that keeps us creating better and more meaningful videos every single day.